Hi, this is Manish Pandey. In this video, I will demonstrate the concept of a circular path in Blue Prism. We will look at what a circular path is, why it is called a circular path, the potential issue it can cause in automation process, and how to avoid this issue. Now, what is circular path? A circular path occurs in the Blue Prism when the process flow creates a loop causing the same stage to be revisited repeatedly, and this is called a circular path because the flow of the process looks like a circle continuously looping back on itself, right? So you can see here, actually we don't have loop stage used here especially, but here we have, with the use of decision stage, it's looping back every time. To explain you clearly so that you can understand this circular path concept, let's consider an example where we need to launch and log in into an application, perform some data entry task, and then log out. Imagine we have a loop that keeps checking for a specific button on the application interface. If the button is not found, the process waits for a few seconds and then checks again. Now I will demonstrate this in the Blue Prism here, and for that, so we'll be using Centric Data Solutions application. So we will launch this, and then we need to enter the credential, open this, and then we need to click on orders. After that, we need to check that this button found or not. If found, then we need to click on that, otherwise it should try again. So let me show you here. So for this example, I will be using this object that we already have, Centric Data Solutions. Let me open this one, and then I need to create a separate action for this one. Let me create a new page that will for check go button. This one, right? Let me create this one. Now here I'm going to take here one wait stage. Why I'm taking this one? Just to see that button exists or not, because we already have an action created for this launch and login and go to orders. But now after that we need to check that button exists or not. So here we'll double click on wait stage, and now we are going to make it as a dynamic wait. So from this side, from left side, we'll be taking this go button, drag and drop to this element. From condition, we'll select check exist, flag equals to true. Now here we have a timeout 5 second. Click OK, and then we'll take here two calculation stage. Let me do it like this. Let me do it here. Let me take one calculation stage where if data found here that button exists, then we'll be saying that element exists. If not, we'll say element exists not found, like that. So let me take another calculation stage here. Let me just do it quickly. Double click on that right here. Set exist to true, and then in expression we'll pass true. Here in the store results, we'll be creating a separate data item where we can store this flag. So let me go to this flag, create one. This will be for go button exist, go button exist. Here we'll just leave as it is, click OK, and then we'll just drag and drop this to this here. So this value will be passed to this if go button exists. If not, so we'll be just taking here set exist to false. So here also we'll pass the value false, and then we'll store this false value to the same data item. And then let me just connect this. So we'll take here link stage to link this anchor stage with the calculation stage. Now we'll link again this timeout, wait timeout with the other calculation stage, and after that we'll just, let me just move this here. Let me take the and stage here, and then let's take link stage again, and then link the both stage with the and stage. Okay, and sorry, now let's take link stage again, connect from a start to wait. Okay, now we'll be just passing this value here from this object studio to the process studio. We'll be accessing this one. So let's create one here, and we'll say go button exist. We'll take it from here flag, and then this value will pass. Okay, now we'll just double click on this centric, this page information, so that we can publish this as an action. And now we'll be using this in the process studio. So click OK, save this. You can write a meaningful information like here, created a check go button action here. Now this is saved. Now let's go to the process studio. So here I'm going to open this centric data solutions page, and then we already have everything written here, but I am going to use only this launch and login, and then go to orders menu. So I will just link this start menu with the launch and login, and after that it will go to orders. Okay, now here go to this order, because after clicking on the orders button we need to check that go button exists or not. So let's delete this first, take one action stage so that we can call that. Okay, let me click on pointer, double click on here, and then we'll say check go button exist. Okay, from this business object we'll be using Centrix data solutions. We'll have list of business objects here, and then from this action we'll be taking this check go button, because we have already published this as an action. Now from output we have this one we need to store here. So just let's create same button, same data item, and now click OK. Now here we are going to create the circular path. So we'll be taking here decision stage, and then double click go button found. So we'll select here if go button equals to true. So if true, then we'll just go to and connect this, connect this, connect this with this. If not found, then we'll be just taking a anchor stage just to design this in a better way. Let's take another anchor. So that means if it is not found, then check again. Okay, so let's try running here. So let me go to the main here, start it from launch and login, set next stage. Let's click on step over. Okay, we'll go to the next. Now we'll click on a step, and then here click on step over, so that like it can click on the orders menu. Right now here we are on this page. Now if we'll go with this, it will say the button found. Sometime what happens, let's say it tried to click on the orders, but due to any issue let's say network got disconnected, or this application not responding properly, and we are not on this page. Now what will happen? So you can see here, it will try to check that button exists or not. So it says that this button not found. You can see the value false. Now if it is not found, then it will go to the false, right? And then it will keep checking here. So let me run this here, and you can see here what is happening. So let me run that, and you can see continuously after 5 seconds it will keep running this one in the loop. So it's creating a circular path. This is called circular path. This circular path can cause an issue in the your process, in your automation process. But now we'll discuss avoid this how to avoid this type of issue. To avoid the circular paths, it is important to implement the controls. For example, you can set a maximum retry count or a timeout to ensure the process doesn't get stuck in an infinite loop. Now let me show you how to do that one. So let's stop this for now, reset this. So here we'll be taking two data item. One is for count, you can say run count or something like that. Type will be taking here number. Initial value will be taking 0. We'll take one more data item stage, that is for maximum retry count, max retry, and this will be again number, and then I want to retry maximum 5 times. Now we need to design in that way, so we'll first remove this, and here we'll take a calculation stage, link this here with this. Now click on this one, change the name to increase count to 1. Here we have count, we'll just increase that count plus 1. So the first time value will be 0, 0 plus 1 1, and then again we'll be just storing the value in the same data item. Now click OK. Now we'll go to go button found this decision stage, and here we'll write if it is true, or the count is equals to, like I want to repeat only till 5 times. If the count is reached to the maximum retry count, that is 5, then I don't want to continue. I want to just go to the yes, and whatever action I want to do, I can do that. Either I can throw a system exception or anything I can do. But for now, I just want to end that one. So we'll put like this, click OK. Now you'll see what is going to happen. So let me close this for now. Go to main, but let me save this one. Let's try this way. Right click, set next stage, step over. Okay, now step into, step over. So now we are on this page where we have this go button available, but I will click on home so that I can show you how it can go to the end once it is reached to the 5 count here. Now let's run this, and you will see here It's checking and waiting for 5 seconds. Not found. Increase the count to 1. So you can see count 1. Now again it will wait for 5 seconds and then check. Again it's going to increase to 1 more. So count is 2. So it will retry until maximum retry count 5. Okay, so the count is 5 now. Let me stop this now. Count is 5 and maximum retry count is 5. So by this way we can avoid this type of circular path issue where it goes to the infinite loop. So in summary we can say a circular path can cause processes to become stuck in the infinite loops, but by carefully designing the process and implementing the controls you can avoid this issues, right? Thank you for watching this video. If you have any question or suggestions, please leave the comment. Thanks.